Hi all. Today we shall learn about the properties of whole numbers. Before knowing the properties of whole numbers, we shall see what is whole numbers. Whole numbers are the numbers which will start from 0. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on to infinity. There are different types of properties of whole numbers. They are closure for addition and multiplication. Second one, commutative property for addition and multiplication. Third one, associative property for addition and multiplication. Distributive property over addition and multiplication. Now we can observe here, there is an important note that these properties doesn't belong or doesn't apply for subtraction and division. I can give you an example why it doesn't apply for subtraction and division. Now suppose say 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 2. Here 4 is the bigger number among 2 and 4. So the symbol whichever is belong to the bigger number will be the symbol for the final answer also. So it will become minus 2. Minus 2 is not a whole number. Whole numbers are only positive numbers, that is plus 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. That's why it is not applicable for subtraction. Now we can see why it is not applied for division. 2 divided by 5 is a fraction. So whole numbers doesn't have fractions too. That's why division is also not applied in the properties of whole numbers. Now we shall see in detail what is closure for addition and multiplication property. Closure property states that if we add or multiply any two whole numbers together, the final answer will be whole number. We'll see what is that. Suppose 1 plus 2, that is 1 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number. The final product is 3. The answer is 3. So 3 is whole number again. Even in multiplication, we can observe 1 into 2 equal to 2. 1 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number. So final answer is also a whole number. This closure property, it says when we add or multiply two or more whole numbers, the final answer will be whole number. So this is simple. Now we shall see what is commutative property for addition and multiplication. We can add or multiply two or more whole numbers in any order. Still the answer will be same. Here we have to observe any order is the key word. This word is important here. Whenever we change the order, still the answer will be same. If we see the example, we will understand. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Let me change the order now. We should not change the values. Just order I am changing here. Instead of writing 1 here, I wrote 2. Instead of writing 2 here, I wrote 1. I just changed the order. 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Even though I changed the order, the answer is 3. So this is property for addition. Now we shall see for multiplication. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Let me change the order now. 3 into 2. Instead of 2, I wrote 3. Then instead of 3, I wrote 2. Again, the final answer will be 6. 3 2s are 6. So this is property for multiplication. We can add or multiply two or more whole numbers in any order. Still the answer will be same. Hope you understood this. Let us move for another property. Associative property for addition and multiplication. Associative property and the next one is distributive property. These two properties are widely used in future to solve for the bigger numbers. So let us see what is associative property now. We can add or multiply two or more numbers by grouping in any order will give us the same answer. Here, what is the keyword? Grouping. Grouping is important over here. Now, 1 plus 2 plus 3. Here I have grouped 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 will become 5. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. Now let me change the order in grouping. Instead of 2 plus 3, I grouped it as 1 plus 2 plus 3. Still the answer will be same. We can see that 3 plus 1 plus 2 equal to 3 plus 3, which is equal to 6. So this is property of addition. As I was telling you, associative property and distributive properties are widely used in order to solve for big numbers. I can give you an example. 51 plus 72 plus 28. If we want to add this 51 plus 72, it will take us little more time to count. Instead of that, I have to do it in 1 minute or before 1 minute in all the aptitude tests and exams. So I will group it quickly. When I group it, 72 plus 28 will be 100. 100 plus 51 will be 151. So I got answer within 1 minute. So they will give you numbers in thousands. So at that time, this grouping, that is associative property, will help us. Now we shall see associative property for multiplication. Here again, I grouped 3 into 4. 2 into 3 into 4 is grouped. I have not grouped 2. Now, 3 4s are 12. 2 into 12 is equal to 24. Now, let us interchange the brackets. That is, let us group it for other numbers. That is 2 into 3. Instead of 3 into 4, we are grouping here 2 into 3 into 4. Now 2 3s are 6 into 4. Again the answer is 24. So however we group, the final answer is same. So this is our associative property for multiplication. Now we shall see what is distributive property over addition and multiplication. Multiplication is distributed over addition for whole numbers. Example, here I am giving you two examples. Let me mark this. This is our first example. 3 into 4 plus 5. This is grouped. 4 plus 5 is in the bracket. So let me calculate 4 plus 5 first. So when I calculate this, I will get 9. 9 into 3 equal to 27. But here I am not adding this together. So what I will do, I will multiply it with individual numbers. This is what our definition says. Multiplication is distributed over addition for whole numbers. This is your definition. Now 3 into 4. 3 into 4. This 3 and 4. I am individually multiplying it, then adding the products, plus 3 into 5. That is 3 into 5. Now 3 4s are 12. 3 5s are 15. The final answer is 27. However we do, either we multiply 2 or 3 whole numbers, additive whole numbers, we get the final answer as same, or we multiply individually the addition of 2 or more whole numbers, still we get the final answer as same. This is what our distributive law states. Hope you understood this. There is one more property, zero property. Zero added to whole number will give the final answer as same whole number. That is, when we add 0 to 1, 2, 3, like 0 plus 1, the answer will be 1. 0 plus 2, the answer will be 2. Whatever we add the number to 0, the final answer will be the same number. But when we multiply 0 with the whole number, the number will become 0, whichever number. 0 into 10,000 is 0 itself. Hope you understood till here. Now let us move to a GK question. When is National Science Day celebrated? National Science Day is celebrated in India every year on 28th February. National Science Day was first celebrated on February 28, 1987. National Science Day is celebrated to spread the message about the importance of science used in daily life of the people. That's why government and other institutes are also suggested to keep the science exhibitions on February 28 every year to display all the activities, efforts, and achievements in the field of science for human welfare. It is celebrated to discuss all the issues and implement new technologies for the development in the field of science, to give an opportunity to the scientific-minded citizens in India to encourage the people as well as popularize science and technology. Thank you.